Us as men, we're culturally hardwired to be tough, to suck it up, or to man up, but deep down inside, there's about 90% of us that have these deep down fears that most of us are too scared to even talk about. Today, we're gonna talk just about that, so you no longer have to hide in fear. And who knows, maybe after watching this whole video and watching these 7 things that 90% of men fear talking about, maybe at the end you'll realize you're part of the 10% and you have no problem with them. But for the other 90% of us, let's hop into number 1. Having financial independence. Men are supposed to be providers. By nature, we were the hunters and gatherers. In today's society, those are the same men that go out, get things done, gather the resources that they need to feed their own. In other words, the ones that make money. For many men today, they haven't mastered this. They're still financially illiterate, or probably so in debt that they can't even pay for a nice steak dinner or pamper that girl that they're in love with. But you need to shift your focus. While that fear deep down is a good signal to you, letting you know that you need to get to work, change your motivation from, instead of trying to impress society and girls around you, do it so you can be a self-sufficient alpha that has no fear. And trust me, everything else will just fall into its place. Everything is just gonna gravitate towards you. You got all the resources. Number 2, Mr. Flaccid. Flaccid is probably one of guys' worst nightmares and deepest fear. Your partner, she's turned on, she's ready to go, but you, sadly, your boy ain't pitching his tent up. Now your heart has sunk and you're stressing out, which is just making things worse and making it even more flaccid. ED, or erectile dysfunction, is a normal occurrence, and about 40% of men at least once in their life will face this issue. However, with a healthy diet, a good amount of exercise, and a good night's rest, your natural T levels are gonna instantly start increasing by themselves naturally, and you can say goodbye to McFlaccid. Number 3. Your hair. Most people think that only girls freak out about their hair, but as a man, when you're in the shower and you start seeing strands of hair starting to fall out, you're gonna freak out inside. I get it. This is what most men do. You start freaking out inside, but you don't want to show it because you gotta act tough, so you don't do anything about it. You kind of ignore it or look past it. The problem is, since you're letting it slide, the longer it goes by untreated, the harder it is for you to be able to recuperate your lost hair. Which is why if you start seeing any form of hair loss, make an instant active choice that you actually want to keep your hair and stop hair loss in its tracks by using our sponsor Keeps. Here's the thing. 2 out of 3 men will experience some sort of male pattern baldness by the age of 35, which means that you're not alone, and Keeps will help you fight male pattern baldness. Some men start experiencing this as early as their early 20s. The awesome part is that with Keeps, it's so simple. Signing up and getting started is easy. Just answer a few questions, snap a few pictures. Honestly, the whole setup is going to take you less than 5 minutes, and once you got everything done, a licensed physician is going to go over all of your information and then write a prescription to you for what you need to stop hair loss. Then your medication is shipped to your door every 3 months. And since it's all from the comfort of your home, guess what? There's nothing to fear because it's discreet, which means no more doctor visits or more pharmacy lines. Everything gets shipped to your house. Keeps offers 2 generic hair loss products, which are the only 2 hair loss products which are approved by the FDA to stop hair loss in its tracks. And the awesome part with Keeps is that with them, you won't find cheaper prices for these products anywhere else. They're so confident in their service that they want you to try it free for the first month. If you guys want to check this out and pick up this offer where you can try out the first month free, you can go to keeps.com/TMF, do the whole questionnaire. They're going to ask you questions, send the pictures, talk to a licensed physician, and then after that, depending on the medication that they offer you, it can be anything from $10 to $35 a month, which in reality, it's super affordable. So if you guys want that first month free from Keeps, click the link down below. Number 4, what your body looks like. Think only women are body conscious about their bodies? Absolutely not. Men secretly fear this stuff as well. Think about it. This is why men have this innate reflex that when a woman touches them, whether it's on the arm or on the stomach, you instantly flex so she thinks that you're hard as steel. Because a man's biggest fear is for her to actually feel your thick love handle around your waist. Rolls us on to number 5. Your height. But I mean, can you actually even blame men from fearing this? Women are so unfair that if your Tinder profile says nothing above 6'1", they're automatically swiping left and not even giving you a chance, which is what makes men so self-conscious about this. Here's how you need to look at it, boys. If a girl is so shallow that she won't look at you just because of your height, is that the type of relationship you even want to be in with that type of girl? Probably not. Number 6. Jealousy. We're men, we're confident, and we aren't supposed to be jealous. In reality, you and me know that's not true, and deep down, We are jealous, but we fear talking about it. Anytime your girl comes home talking about their coworker or their classmate, how they're so smart or they're so funny, you probably don't say anything just then, but inside it's eating you and you instantly turn it into a competition in your head to see who's a better male. Instead of doing that, be confident in yourself. Work on yourself to the point that you know that you're going to be an alpha in every situation. So when that ever does arise, you don't have to have that fear. You know your worth. Finally, number 7, having no experience with relationships. This is probably one of the toughest fears for a man to face when they're dating a new girl. Feeling underexperienced or the fear that you might lose out on a relationship because of lack of knowledge is horrible. I get that you want to be an experienced lover, but trust me, honesty is your best friend here. Once you get it out into the air that you've never had a girlfriend or whatever your history is, you're gonna feel more confident in that relationship and in the partner you're in, instead of the guys that are always cowering in fear, never knowing when their girl is gonna find out that they actually have not bodied 35 women. And that's it for this week's video, guys. Those are 7 fears that about 90% of men fear. If you were one of them, go ahead and drop a like down below. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Keeps. Like I said, they're giving a whole month free just to you guys, which you can click the link down below as well. That's it for me today. See you next time.